I'm Richard Hertz, but you can call me Dick. I'm the Director of Human Resources here at ABC, and I will be guiding you through your employee training video. Here at ABC, we believe in integrity, doing what's right, and bringing quality entertainment to families all across the United States. Neglecting ABC's employee guidelines will result in immediate termination. But don't worry, we've created an acronym to help you when you're unsure if what you're doing follows our guidelines. The acronym we use is TAARDED, which stands for Trump's angry and disappointed, extremely disappointed, or as we call it, tarded. So anytime you say something or do something in the ABC office, think to yourself, does this follow the tarded guidelines? Here to better explain the tarded method is our ABC News anchor, Alex Nelprober. Thanks, Richard. And most people just call me A. A lot of people here at ABC think they're protected by the First Amendment. However, that's not true. Speaking freely is the #1 cause of termination here at ABC. And if you're not following the tarded guidelines, you could end up fired, or even worse, the president might sue the company. That's right, A. And in the future, we might even publicly execute you. Fingers crossed, Dick. Let's look at an example where 2 employees were not thinking the tarded way. Hey Anita, did you see that the right is trying to blame radical liberalism on the most recent US tragedy?
I did, Ben, and it just seems like they want to persecute the entire left for something one person did, instead of coming together to condemn gun violence in general.
What's even crazier is the president didn't even go to the vigil. Instead, he went and played golf, which seems really insensitive. While what they're saying might seem like reasonable criticism or just misinformed banter, as the events they're talking about literally just happened and we don't have all the information yet, they're actually saying really horrific things and should be punished for being monsters that hate America. Now in this scene, they definitely did not use the tarded guidelines. But let's take a look at another scene where they're thinking in a more tarded way. Hey Anita, I just wanted to tell you I love this country, and I love everything the president has done to make it great again.
I agree, and I hope that one day we can rid this entire country of all those Satan-loving liberals and finally be the greatest country on earth.
Now that's what I call a tarded conversation. Joining me now is ABC executive Clee Torres, who unfortunately had to make the hard decision to fire our talk show host, Louis Burkant, or as we called him, Lou. That's right, Dick. After seeing how horribly offensive Lou's monologue was criticizing our beloved president, it was very clear to me he was not using tarded guidelines. Here's what he said. Thank you. Have you guys seen this? Have you heard this yet? That Donald Trump is actually blaming political violence in the United States on radical liberalism. He actually said that. That's like a 100% real thing that happened. While what Lou said was true, it was terribly hurtful and insensitive. Clee, if Lou had been a little more tarded with his monologue, what could he have said differently? Well, what he should have said, Dick, is that the president rightfully blamed the radical liberals for what happened because it's completely 100% their fault. Now that's what I call a tarded monologue. Real quick, Dick, I do want to address some rumors of why I fired Lou. A lot of people think that it's because he wasn't paying enough attention to me. Or a lot of people have said, well, Clee Torres is never in the building and Lou can't find him. But I just want to say it had nothing to do with our relationship, and it had to do with what he said and how he wasn't following the tarded policies. Well, like we always say at ABC, you can do things the hard way, or you can do them the tarded way. And remember, if you're in the workplace and you're having a hard time figuring out if what you're doing or saying is right, just think to yourself, is this tarded approved?